The Money Buys Happiness merch is live right now on mbhtv.com. Brand new release. We got the shirts, we got the shorts, and we got the speed shades, baby. Interchangeable lenses, blue, red. We're going fast.
With every piece of merch purchased, you are entered in to win $5,000, all right? Buy as many pieces as you want, and you will be entered in to win. When's that ending?
July 29th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we will announce the winner of the $5,000 cash. mbhtv.com. Pop in, cop some merch, show love for the boys. Let's get into this episode.
It was almost to the point where it's just like part of my routine. I can make 300K in a day or lose 100K. I won't feel anything. I just feel like it's part of my life.
My name is Alex Gonzalez, and this is my $2.3 million car collection. Come from Dunkin' Donuts to nothing.
Like now it's at the point where like my word is worth more than the money. I can't look Dana White in the face and say I'm streaking the Super Bowl tomorrow. I may not do it. I look like a bitch. It's not happening. You could see a DM and somebody say, yo, you've changed my life. You helped me get out of debt. Like, all right, cool, congrats. You know, you're welcome. When somebody comes up to you in person, they're crying, they hug you, and they like bring a little kid. They're like, look, that shit is just different.
Does that happen?
Did you get a lot of that?
Yeah, that's happened a lot.
Did you meet anyone that was homeless or poor and they changed up completely because of what you've done?
I've met, I think, over like 50 people that were homeless. The annual cost of the jet, just to have it parked, is like $800,000. The mission that I've realized is getting into the rooms with these bigger people. It's not about how much money you have. It's not about how much toys you've bought in. It's not about that, right? It's about
Welcome back to the MBH podcast. Money Buys Happiness. Guys, before we get into it, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know what you think of the conversation. Mm-hmm. No?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right, guys, before we start, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Show it to them.
Rock and Roll Tequila, baby. You know, they're going to keep us warm all episode long, okay? Hit the link in the description, rockandrolltequila.com. Use code MBH for a little discount, all right? Get yourself some tequila. With that being said, let's cheers to a great episode.
cheers.
Get a little bit warm, you know?
Ooh,
come on.
Cheers, gents.
Cheers. Whew. That's nice.
That's actually pretty good.
That's the mango.
Easy. Easy.
Different flavors
pretty
too.
Woo! No, but that was actually pretty good. The mango was pretty smooth.
Right?
Smooth.
They were all smooth, to be honest. Like this one was good too. All right, guys. Today we brought back one of our favorite guests on the show.
Yep.
Part 2, baby. A trader who makes millions for himself and also makes millions for other people.
Boom.
If you want to hear about his come up and his journey, watch the first episode with him and then come back to this one. All right? Alex G, baby, you're back.
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Glad to be back.
We had to have you back, bro.
Yeah.
I'm watching your IG every day. I'm like, bro, how'd this guy go from that country to this country? I just watched the last story. It was a different country. So we got to catch up. We have a lot to catch up on. I want to go into some recent stuff.
For sure.
Because I've been watching your story.
Yeah, okay.
You're having a good time. I know you're having a good time with that. You did a story post today, actually. To kind of follow up on one of your story posts earlier this week.
Yeah.
Where you kind of got a lot of people scared. Because you said you were going to quit trading, right?
Yeah.
I even got scared. I even messaged you and I was like, bro, wait, are you sure you're okay? Like, you want to talk about this?
Yeah.
And then today you posted that you're not fucking leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So tell us about that whole thing. Were you actually contemplating on quitting the trade?
No, so it was more of like when I got back to Miami from this trip that I pretty much went all around the world. Like I literally felt like I fucking accomplished everything. You get me? I fucking made hella money trading, successful businesses, traveled the whole world. Like I literally did everything on the bucket list halfway through the year.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, like what the fuck do I do next, right? And you know, trading is cool and shit, but you know, the businesses are taking like the majority of my time. And trading is almost to the point where it's like subconscious. Like I don't even have to think about it. I don't have to think, I have to wake up and trade. It's just like part of my routine.
Okay.
Like going to the gym, you get me? It's just very normal to me. I can make 300K in a day or lose 100K. It's just very normal. Like I won't feel anything. I just feel like it's part of my life.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck, like I just feel like I already made it in trading. You know, like there's nothing, like you could only just make more money. Like once you kind of just get it, you just make more money.
Which that sounds crazy though, you know, because like, all you can really do is make more money, you know?
Yeah, but it's like it gets boring. You get it?
Yeah.
Because you're just doing the same shit and you're just risking a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
You lost the excitement.
Literally, like the journey just got boring.
Yeah.
So that was where I was like, damn, like I got to do something to spice this shit up. So, you know, the thought came back in to do the turn $100 into $1 million again. And I was like, you know what? Instead of, you know, being basic, like, you know, everybody out there, we got to always get creative and get people engaged and shit. So I feel like that's what I'm really, really good at. Kinda creating hype towards something.
True.
You know?
And you said that even first episode, you said like one thing you never want to happen is you to get bored.
Exactly.
Because that's when, you know, you've seen people around that make a lot of money, they get bored, maybe they start getting into bad habits, depression, mental state gets all fucked.
Exactly.
So you stuck by your word with
Exactly.
that, you know? I like that, right?
No, I like what you do with the stories because it's like it like okay, they're called stories, but you're actually like it's a story that I want to follow along, bro. Like you've really like mastered that.
Well, you have to think too, there's so many traders out there that look up to you, right? But I don't really know of that many traders that document their life the way you do. So people have the ability to like, you know, relate to you and build an attraction towards you like you're their friend.
Yeah, I say that's the key to building the community because there's so much that happens behind the scenes that, you know, a lot of traders just want to, like somebody wants to make sure that I brush my teeth in the morning to be like, you know what, I got to do that too to be successful. It's like, yeah, bro, I'm a regular person. So I show pretty much all of that stuff just to show people like, yo, I'm just a regular person. I just actually learned this skill set and I just learned how to risk the right amount pretty much.
And recently too, like maybe a couple months back, you hit your biggest trade in a day. Talk to us about that because that's huge. Because I think that it was another amount when we first spoke, right? So talk to us.
So my biggest was, I think it was like 100 almost. And I beat that at 161. And then like 20 days later, I beat that at 360K. So basically what I did is I ended up taking a trade that I shouldn't have not taken.
Okay.
And I actually won. So usually trades that I don't take, I usually lose. But this trade I won. And I won like an extra like 60K or something.
Okay.
And I said that the next trade that I'm going to take, I'm going to risk all of that profit that I made plus what I would normally risk. Because that money that I made, I'm not supposed to make it. So
you weren't even prepared to make it.
Exactly. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to treat it like profit. Let me just add it on as risk. If it plays out, well, then, you know, it works out well. If not, I would technically only lose what I would normally risk.
Okay.
And the fucking trade hit.
How much was the total risk?
I risked about like 110,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
and how quickly did it turn? Sorry.
I think it took like 3 days.
And what do you generally risk on a trade?
I like 40 to like 60,000.
Okay, so that's a big jump.
It's like double, double my risk. But now my standard is like 80 to like 120. That's my standard.
Did you try to beat it after that again?
I've tried.
You tried?
I've lost.
I think by the time we have you part 3, you're going to be saying you made 500K off a trade.
Yeah, my next goal is $500,000.
Is it $500,000?
Yeah, so I could have actually made that like 3 weeks ago if I would have just continued to hold the trade.
Yeah.
But since I was traveling, but I got on a plane and shit, I'm like, you know, let me just cut my profits here. I closed out at $250,000. So
True.
But I could have easily made like $500,000.
Yeah, and you also showed the other day you were closing your account at a $4 million profit.
Yeah.
And you spoke about that, like that was your personal account and you don't usually show that. So what was that about?
So basically that was pretty much to like hype up the people that, you know, I'm leaving trading. So basically I just withdrew all the money from my personal account, which is a little bit over $4 million. I just left a little bit in there. So I withdrew all the $4 million to show people that I'm leaving trading to, you know, like create hype and stuff. But basically now I'm starting to challenge on Sunday. So nobody knows, right? Obviously by the time this comes out, I'll probably be like in the middle of it. But yeah, I actually started the challenge on Sunday where I'm gonna turn $100 into $1 million, or at least try to do it again. And I just withdraw all my money from my personal account, so I only focus on that 100 to the $1 million account.
Okay.
And what's the reaction when you're posting that? That's what I'm interested. Your DMs must be going crazy.
Because by the way, your stories, bro, 140,000 views.
Yeah,
is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I got like 200,000 stories.
It's crazy.
The ratio of like your followers to how many people are watching your stories, like the best I've seen.
I've never seen it that high.
I mean, because people just don't know how to engage with their community.
True.
They treat people like a number, like a follower.
Yeah.
Bro, I treat every single follower like a real person. Like I literally will reply to you, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, when I'm posting this shit, bro, I'm getting like I'm not even like trying to like exaggerate now, but I'll get legit like 10,000 DMs. Like my phone is blowing the fuck up, you know? So, but I also kind of like hate it sometimes because I feel as I'm playing a little bit with people's emotions, but I always try to do it at a way where I'm not causing anybody damage.
True.
You know?
True.
But I just want to make it entertaining and I want to make it engaging.
I think that's what you do well.
Yeah.
Like very well. I think that's why they like, because they're like, okay, what's he going to do next kind of thing. You're always keeping people on their toes.
Exactly.
We're going to talk about the Rocket Tour.
Okay.
Before we get into that though, the Super Bowl.
Okay. We didn't
talk about that yet. You know, that was like right after us.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
pretty
right
sure.
after, yeah.
Let's say no one knows what happened. Walk our audience through what you did that day and why.
So I was at the Red Rock Casino with the degenerates of Las Vegas, you know, Steve, all the fucking Nelk boys, Dana White, Aiden, and we're in that high limit room, that like really famous high limit room, you know, where everybody gambles. And I'm pretty much just playing normally. I think I'm playing with Steve and some other guys there. And I just hear somebody in the background go, yo, you guys have to bet on the Super Bowl streaker tomorrow. Somebody's gonna streak the Super Bowl. And I just heard it and I just like forgot about it. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, wait, what do you mean you can bet on the Super Bowl streaker? Like, how does that work? They're like, yeah, if somebody runs on the field, they'll pay you 1,000x. I'm like, wait, hold on. So if somebody runs on the field, they're gonna pay you 1,000x on the bet. Like, yeah. So if I put $10,000, they're gonna pay me 1,000x on that. They're like, yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Like, all right, bet. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. And it started off as a joke. But then like 5-10 minutes later went by, I'm just playing. And you know when you're just like in the zone, you're not even like talking, you're just thinking and playing. Like you're just subconsciously doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I literally just looked at Steve, I'm like, bro, I'm doing it. Like I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Like it's going to happen. Like this is easy money. I can easily jump the fence. I could figure it out.
Oh, so you were saying you already knew that you were gonna do it if needed.
Yeah. So I was just going to do it because of the bet.
Okay.
Right.
Yes,
if it's not for the money, I wasn't gonna do it.
Yes.
You know, it's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
So as I'm in that hype, I tell everybody. I tell Dana. I literally go up to Aiden Ross. He was playing. I'm like, yo, come here. Like, yo, I'm streaking the Super Bowl tomorrow. Just letting you know. He literally looks at me. He's like, cool.
Some insider trading shit. Like, yo, bet on it, bro.
Yeah. He's like, cool. And I'm like, no. Like, place your bet, bro. Like, I'm actually going to do it tomorrow. He's like, all right, bet, bro. All right, appreciate you. And then he goes back to gamble. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm fucking telling all these big guys that I'm going to fucking streak this shit. I leave the high limit room, go back to my room. I start looking for the bet. The bet doesn't exist. It's non-existent. You can't bet on a Super Bowl streaker because of that same reason. People would rig it.
True.
People would bet on themselves.
Okay.
Come on.
So when I get back to the room, I start just saying like, holy shit, there's no way. Because it took like all night, whatever. I woke up the next day and I tried to ask, bookies, I got to call different guys like, yo, anybody wants to bet against me, pretty much let them do it. Nobody wanted to do it. Nobody wanted to believe it.
Of course.
Because it just pays so well.
Yeah.
And pretty much it got to the point where I'm like, I gave my word to all these big people. I just have to do this shit. I just have to do it. Like,
now past the money. Now we're past the money.
Yeah, like now it's at the point where like my word is worth more than the money.
Yeah.
I can't look Dana White in the face and say, I'm streaking the Super Bowl tomorrow, just letting you know.
You have to
not do it.
I mean, not do it. How do I go the next day back into the high limit room?
You can't.
I look like a bitch. Not happening. So I pretty much go back upstairs. Coincidentally enough, you guys know Vitaly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So his room that he was staying at the Red Rock is actually right in front of my room.
Okay.
I walk out the door and he walks out. I'm like, look, you don't know who I am. I know exactly who you are. And you're a legend for this shit.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah. How do I do this?
How do I do this shit? So he fucking helped me. He consulted me on the whole thing. And he literally
consulted you on streaking the
field. He literally told me how to do the whole thing. And I'm like, all right, bet. Perfect.
Yeah.
Got it. Bought the tickets. They were 50 grand. I got one for me and for my filmer. My filmer is an assassin. This guy would do anything I say.
And you're just first roll. That's first roll.
Yeah. So there were seats that are obviously really, really far. And after I was there already, I could have done it. I could have maneuvered my way in, but I could have not risked that.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I have to get the closest seats to the field so I can just jump and run.
Okay.
So that shit was 50 grand. Right? 25 for me, 25 for my film.
Yeah.
So pretty much next day, actually the day of, I tried to sneak in earlier to the Super Bowl to try and like hide out or something. There's a whole video on YouTube of me like doing this shit, right? So I tried to actually sneak in to get like really low seats and then just run. That shit wasn't happening. That shit was...
It's a Super Bowl lockdown.
Dude, that shit, it was not happening.
Of course.
Like, that shit was not happening. So I went back to Red Rock. I found like some big walls and I practiced. That shit was not the play.
You were training?
I was practicing. Because bro, I'm looking on YouTube of the wall of the Super Bowl, like from where I'm sitting, because they did a whole planning of what the Super Bowl was going to be like.
Yes.
And on that YouTube video, I can see where my seat is.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the wall. I'm like, yo, that's like 15, 20 feet. Yeah.
Like
jump
down.
down.
The jump. That's like
drop.
15, 20 feet. I'm like, yo, like, I'm fucking like 200. I'm 200 pounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll snap my shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, fuck it. So I go and I train. The day of, we go to Dick's
What do you mean you go and you train? You were like training the jump?
Yeah. Like, bro, it's Vegas. Like, there's walls everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I was just jumping, bro. I was like, just.
This guy's in parkour.
Yeah, I was just practicing. That shit did nothing, but whatever. It prepared me a little bit. So then basically the day of, I go to Dick's Sporting Goods, and in Dick's Sporting Goods, I go buy the cleats. Because I saw videos of like Vitaly doing it. These guys are wearing shoes. They can't run that fast because they're slipping.
True.
I'm like, oh, you need cleats. We go there, we get the most subtle cleats because you can't get the most shot out ones. You're gonna walk like a baseball player.
Of course.
It's really
They're
obvious.
gonna know, yeah.
And as I'm buying the cleats, I'm like, wait, I gotta have at least some type of promo for this. Like people gotta like know who the fuck is doing this.
Yep.
So that's where in the same Dick's Sporting Goods, I just wrote like my Instagram on my chest.
It was genius though. It was genius.
And it worked very well.
Yeah.
So then pretty much, after that, we go straight into the game. And from the moment we got to the game, it was just analyzing the security guards. When do we get that window to jump?
Yeah.
So around the third quarter, after halftime, I look at my filmer and there wasn't one opportunity where we can do it. But we were seeing patterns, right? We were seeing patterns where like the guys would then take a break, like shift and do a rotation. Some guy would go get water. Like I was studying the shit out of these guys.
I was gonna say, so you weren't even watching the Super Bowl at all.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck was going on.
I didn't even know the teams that were.
I didn't even know who was playing, bro. I don't watch football, bro. Like, I don't give a shit. My mission was to run on that field to complete my word. So, I was seeing the pattern, and then literally, I think it was the third or fourth quarter, there was a moment where both of the security guards, they just perfectly looked like this. Like they both looked away perfectly. I'm like, all I need is for that to happen again. So that gives me about 3-4 seconds to fall, get up, and they're just not catching me. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm fast as fuck.
Fast as fuck, boy.
They're not gonna catch me. So pretty much that happened again. And I told my filmer, Sebastian, I'm like, look, when it happens again, you jump first. They're gonna probably catch you. You're the decoy, and then I just run over you. He's like, bet, done.
Amazing.
Wow. Like, he's like,
Legend.
bet. No, he's a
Wow,
the guy's a soldier.
legend.
So it happens again, and I just fucking jump. I just couldn't not risk it not happening again.
Yeah.
So then I just jumped, I run on the field, and I just blacked out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you're just getting chased, you're just going nuts.
No, like the adrenaline, you just black out, dude.
For sure.
I just don't remember what happened. Like I don't.
Because there's the
remember.
pictures of you like dodging the.
But like that shit, I just don't remember. I don't remember taking off my shirt.
Yeah.
The only thing I do remember though is because I had my Richard Mille on, right? Because I wanted to get like the Richard Mille. Like I knew somebody was gonna take a photo. So the only thing I remember is when I do get thrown into the floor, like I put my hands behind my back and I just like grab it.
True.
Like,
Yeah, just to make sure. Like,
Can't lose fucking 200K right now.
Yeah.
So then we just went straight to.
I was gonna say, when did you like come back to like? When did the adrenaline like settle down and all of a sudden you're like, holy fuck! Like,
So yeah, it settled when they were pretty much like carrying me off the field. As soon as I got off the field, this big ass security guard, he grabs me by my neck, like literally like by the back of my neck. He's like, "You fucking idiot! You know how many people just lost their job?" I'm like, I had to do it, bro. I had to do it. Yeah. That's where I came back into realization that I did it. And then I didn't have access to my phone until like 24 hours later. So I'm in jail with, my boy.
So they arrest you. They arrest you on the spot.
Yeah, they arrested us. We go straight to jail.
Okay.
They arrest us and I'm in jail with this guy. We're in the cell and I'm like, do you think it worked, bro? Like, I don't think we ran that long. I don't think nobody saw. Like, I don't think it worked. I think we just fucked up. Yeah. We're here for no reason. And there's a little TV in the corner of the jail room.
come on.
And then we are in the fucking TV, like Super Bowl streakers.
Stop.
Let's go.
And then we came out in the show. I'm like, yeah, it worked.
How long were you in there for?
Probably like 18 hours, 20 hours.
Oh shit.
You have to pay a fine?
No, because it was just Super Bowl weekend in Vegas, so Joe was packed. There was 1,000 people in there. It was super packed.
So no criminal record, nothing like that. Just
no, I have an open case right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm
So
actually.
you have to fight that shit?
I'm actively in that process. Yeah, if that would not be open right now, I would go streak the Copa America tomorrow. For sure.
It's okay, we'll do it, bro, instead.
But, all right, yeah.
So it's worth it for you though.
Yeah, it was
Like
definitely
what was it like when you opened up your phone, turned on IG? What was that like?
Dude, I had like 300,000 story views, bro. Like, yeah, the numbers were crazy.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just more like it worked. You get me? My word was completed. But I didn't really think it was gonna be something so legendary. I'm being honest, like I really didn't see it as something that crazy because like I don't keep up with football. I don't really know how big that stuff is. So the next day when I pretty much like saw how many people were reaching out to me, like, yo, respect, that's legendary. I'm like, damn, I actually did something. I did something big. So then I started seeing people like creating viral videos saying that they streaked. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. Like,
Yeah.
I did it. You know
Go
what I'm
to
saying?
jail, bro.
Yeah, like I just got out of jail. I fucking had to sleep on top of a bologna sandwich because of this shit, you know?
So would you recommend it to anybody?
I can't recommend it, but you know,
It's crazy because we thought there was I thought there was, you could bet on it. Maybe they used to have it and they took it out.
yeah, they used to have it, but then they took it out.
Because I was like, bro, this guy just made guap. Never mind getting arrested, bro. But you actually paid to streak. That's pretty much what it looked like.
The whole thing probably cost me like $100,000 to streak.
Nice.
Worth it though? Worth 100K?
I'll do it again, bro.
You would do it again?
100%. 100%.
Copa America's lucky, bro.
So let's get into the rocket tour you did.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't even think that you mentioned too much of that on the last podcast.
Okay.
But obviously we see you touring the world.
Yeah.
So when does that come to play? Why did you decide to do that?
So basically, the platform that we have, like to fund traders and stuff, it's more of like an international platform.
Okay.
So we realized that the majority of the most successful traders, coincidentally enough, are actually international.
Okay.
So we see that a lot of these places, no trader has ever gone and done anything for these communities. So that's pretty much where we decided, you know what, let's take the business to them and let's show them that we're legit. Because the main thing about like any business, I think it would just pretty much is to get clients trust. So you just want to get the people to trust you so they believe in you. And in the event of, you know, a migration or a website falling, they know that you're good. You're just going through something that the business has to go through and it's normal. So this business that I have is always going through updates, always going through changes. It's just part of the industry, right? That's how trading works. Like shit's always changing. So we decided that, you know, to incline the trust of these people, we're going to go to them, shake their hand, show them what we're about, provide value, and then we go on to the next place. There's nobody out there is doing that. And honestly, makes it very easy because since there's no competition doing it, we're the only ones. We're literally number one. True. Because we're the only ones that are actually flying fucking 10 hours you know, to go to London or to go to South Africa. You have to pay, you know, 30, 40K for a venue. You have to hire a host manager. You have to hire so many engineers, sound, so much different shit. True. Just so people can pull up and successfully get the value. So we mainly just did it to put trust into the clients and show them that we're about, and you know, we're not scared to show face. Like I'm literally shaking thousands of hands, giving people suggestions, answering their questions to show them that I'm doing this for them and it's not all about me.
Yeah, because I feel like your industry is it's one that is people could see as like shady.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's a scam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like the fact that you guys go out there, show
In
your
person is
face,
huge. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you said, shake hands. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm right here.
Yeah, it's like, it's fun. You want a question? All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Go at it 100%.
What cities did you decide on doing it and why?
So we did Madrid because Madrid is the capital of the Spanish European area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I think Barcelona, but like since it's in the middle, pretty much all people from all types of Europe, they could just travel to the middle.
Okay, cool.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just a train, max is 2 hours, right? So we did Madrid, we did London because Forex trading is primarily in the UK. So we did like right in the middle of London, like literally in the financial district. Nice. Then we did South Africa.
Crazy.
Just fucking legendary.
Yeah, that looks sick. That
like
looks sick.
nobody ever really goes to Africa.
Yeah,
like
true.
You know, like out of like, you know, 100%, maybe 1-2%. But we went to like the shit in Africa. We went all the way to the bottom, which is where I'd say the more wealthier side of Africa is. Obviously, the majority of Africa isn't, you know, well off. So we went to the best industry of the trading space in South Africa. And then from there, we went to Dubai. And then Dubai is just like trade hub, you know, so everybody's at.
Where did you feel the most love?
Africa, dude.
Yeah? Just because they appreciated it more, probably like.
Bro, those people, they thought I was an alien. They just
They think you're a fake person.
Yeah, because they just see me through social media, and that's the problem with all these guys, that they're just on the phone, they're through a screen, like they're not real because they're not doing anything real. Like I went to Africa, I did the meet and greet, I went to the hood, I gave away, you know,
I saw that,
a bunch of little like food things for every single household, blankets, just like house things, you know, salt, sugar, oil, just things that houses don't have. You know, so we did that for like 300 homes and throughout Africa, which is crazy.
Yeah, because I saw you do that. Why was that like important for you to do? Because I see you doing a lot more, you know, charity and giving back recently.
I honestly, because I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I generally do like doing it. And honestly, the cost is really nothing. You know, like to give back to all 300 homes, I think it was like 10, 15 grand. Yeah. Like the flight from London to Africa was 15 grand. You know, like just the flight first class was 15,000. Yeah. And I'm like, well, that was just, that only benefited me. But if I can get those the same 15,000 and I can feed 300 homes, like that's legendary, you know?
Of course.
And
They probably want you back there now. You
dude,
have to go back every year.
Bro, dude, I go back there and I'm like being levitated through Africa.
Right? How many people would you say in total came out to the tour, like from all cities?
Over 10,000, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. Or for sure more than 10,000, yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely something you want to do again maybe in the future?
Maybe in the future, yeah. It was very draining, you know.
Of course.
So like the flights, the time zones, the drive, it was just, you know.
Even just speaking on stage is draining.
Yeah, dude.
Like, were you prepared for that?
No, I just pull up. I just talk my shit.
I was going to say, like, you didn't do many stages or anything in the past, right? On that level?
Never. Yeah, so I like, we just come up with the idea. We're like, all right, you know, we're going to talk about X.
Okay.
Like, I don't have to think about what I have to talk about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, like if you guys were to talk about, you know, how to host a podcast, you guys don't have to think about it. You just know.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to think about how to teach people how to trade. Like I just know what to do. So I just get on there and talk my shit.
I just want to make the comparison of like you said, like connecting with 10,000 people in person in comparison to like 150, 200,000 people seeing your stories and connecting. Like I want people to understand, because we're big advocates for this. So like meeting people in person in comparison to online, although online is obviously very convenient, there is a big difference of like the energy exchange and like the trust building when you meet people in person.
It's so much different. Like you could see a DM and somebody say, yo, you've changed my life. You helped me get out of debt. It's like, all right, cool. Congrats. You know, you're welcome. But when somebody comes up to you in person, they're crying, they hug you, and they like bring a little kid. They're like, look, these are the clothes I got for that shit is just different.
Does that happen?
Did you get a lot of that?
Yeah, that's happened a lot.
Fuck. I mean, that kind of like that person trusts you for the rest of their life from that one interaction.
Bro, I have people all around the world that will literally do anything for me, bro.
Yeah,
like no cap. Like, you know, I'm not flexing or anything. It's just the reality. Like I've done so much for so many different people and all around the world that I can go to pretty much any country and I'll have anything I want.
Yeah.
Is there? Do you notice that like a lot of your audience and the people that you know are part of what you're doing? Like, is there a certain area that you see more of an audience from? Like, obviously, you go to Europe, you go to Madrid, you go to London, Dubai. Is there a certain country or area that majority of your audience and the people that like, let's say, are a part of like your Discord and all that? Is there a certain area that they're from?
Yeah, so definitely more of the UK side.
Okay.
And Africa.
Wow.
Crazy.
Bro, Africa is my number 2 following.
So is that just because they're looking for other sources of income?
Maybe because they just want to make money online and they're not in the best places and it's the easiest and most accessible, and that's probably why. But Africa is literally my number 2.
Did you meet anyone that was like, homeless or poor? And then they changed up completely because of what you've done?
Bro, I've met, I think, over like 50 people that were homeless. Like I've done podcasts with these guys, like they're like my students. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't believe it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's true. And like they legit show me like pictures and videos. Like, you're like, I don't think you understand. Like I did not have a home. Like I was living at at one of these like shelters or some of this shit. Yeah. I go, how the fuck? You know, I was like, I don't, that shit, I like somebody can tell me that and I just still don't understand, you know, like I'll believe them and I'll, be a little bit in shock, but it doesn't really, I don't really comprehend that.
I mean, you were at Dunkin' Donuts before.
Yeah, but
come on,
But like from Dunkin' Donuts to like homeless is a really big gap.
Of course.
So like when somebody says like, oh, they left the job, like I can understand that. It's like, all right, like I know how that shit works. That shit sucks. You know, like clocking in, that shit's ass. Yeah. But I've never been homeless, and like that, I just don't really comprehend.
Do you feel pressure because of the amount of people that you help day to day? Like I would be like, fuck, like if I stop, how many thousands of people won't make more money or won't maybe, get that better house or not be homeless?
Yeah, I can't stop.
Yeah. No choice.
I'm married to the game, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm down to be, and I'm ready to be married to the game, and I love it. Like there's nothing that I'd rather be doing than this right now. I do have a big responsibility. It is stressful as fuck sometimes.
I was gonna say 10,000. You get 10,000 DMs from a story.
Oh, dude,
I would be stressed. I'd be like, yo, give me a pack of cigarettes, bro. I gotta spend an hour just looking at this shit.
Yeah. Usually, like what I do is like, sometimes throughout the day I just like put like an hour, and I just do that for an hour.
Yeah, for sure.
But then that's it. I just realistically can't. A lot of them are also just like fire replies. Like people just reply with a little fire. Yeah. But that's still a DM at the end of the day. Like,
of course,
shit fucking adds up.
I know. We asked you last time about like how your parents felt about this, but I think obviously the growth has been pretty exponential since we last had you on. You go do this tour, your family's obviously seeing the impact you have around the world.
Yeah.
Like what are those? I always love to know, what are those conversations like,
Yeah, it's
and I see your dad on the boat too. We'll get to that, but like
Yeah, so they're different now for sure, because it's like this, like, you know, you can be successful in Miami or you can be successful in your hometown, and you know that's huge for your family or for your legacy or whatever. But when you do that shit in different countries around the world, and you know you're moving with big people around the world, that shit is just like, whoa,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
So I almost just tell them, it's like there's other ambitious people outside of hometown. There's ambitious people all around the world.
Yep.
And what social media does is that it connects me to those ambitious people. And instead of just doing something online, I just think it's a lot more real and a lot more authentic if I go do something in person with these ambitious people.
For sure.
And when I explain that to them, it kind of gives them a little bit more peace of mind. Because obviously, you know, it's fucking crazy saying that, yo, bro, like I'm in the middle of the hood in Africa. I have literally like the mafia protecting me. Because you can't go into the hood without these guys. I gotta pay them to go in there and shit. I gotta give them their shit. You know, it's just how it goes.
How do you like, okay, to stop you there, like how are you setting that up? Like you just pull up to a country, you're like, okay, where's the mafia? I gotta pay them some money.
All right, so it's like everything, you gotta know somebody, right?
Yeah.
So before I go to any of these countries and I do that shit, I always hit up the top trader in that space or the top like a local.
Influencer.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a local from there that knows their shit. Okay. And then, you know, I tell them like, look, like I want to do this. How do I do it? It's like, oh, okay, like I know a guy that knows a guy. That's the guy.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, let's start working up that ladder. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So then it gets to the point where I'm just like one-on-one with the guy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of.
And he's like, yeah, it's gonna be this much, and you're like, yeah, okay,
All right.
I got you.
Here,
and then they're just following you around all day.
No, they're literally just guiding us through the whole thing.
True.
So they'll pretty much set like a journey that we should go through, like X Street. We stop here, then we move to this spot.
True.
Like safe spots, you know. They put us all through safe spots.
Did you feel like you were in danger at all when you were there in that country?
No, man. Like there was one neighborhood that we didn't get a full approval of going in. Like they literally said you have a 15-minute window.
Yeah.
And I look at my team and I'm like, we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
We can just leave it outside. So what you do is you go to churches, right? You go to these, you know, not so great neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You go to the churches, and then at the churches, there's a line that forms, and people go into the church, they get their stuff, you get in your car, and then you fucking bounce.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's what you do. You don't do anything else.
Don't chill around.
Nah,
Yeah.
you don't leave the church, right?
Yeah.
So the church is like a safe spot.
Okay.
But the problem is the journey to the church.
True.
Because then there might be like other little thugs in the middle that just want to snatch our shit.
True.
But we're being protected with these guys up to the church.
Okay.
That's kind of
Okay.
So they're on road with you.
Oh yeah, these are our boys, bro. These are our guys.
That's crazy. Just to think about it, like, you know, how many people haven't been to South Africa and wondering what it's like, you know?
Yeah. So it's crazy because I literally wake up and the Airbnb that I was staying was right next to the Iron Man house, right? So like
Okay.
I'm staying next to the house where like the biggest and best house in all of South Africa.
Okay.
And I'm staying the one right next to it. I have a chef. I have, you know, 3-4 butlers, cleaning ladies, security, super bougie, exclusive life.
Yeah.
2 hours later, I'm in the middle of the hood
What a difference.
with like AK-47s about to get shot.
Yeah.
Then we leave and we go back. It's just, it's such a roller coaster, you know?
True.
But that's just fun, bro. I love that shit.
And I want to ask you, even in terms of just like all the travel you've been doing, right? Because I feel like you've done a lot the last 6 months.
Yeah.
How has that really like changed your perspective on life? Because we always say that all the time. Traveling, it opens up your mind, your eyes, everything.
Yeah, so I think I meet different kinds of people everywhere, different kinds of mindsets everywhere. And it's just interesting to see how other people go about life.
Yeah.
For example, the people in the UK, their mindset is just very like, you know, right? Everyone's like, whatever. Madrid, it's a little bit more cool, fun, but no work, just a lot of party, right?
Yeah.
You just want to fucking go crazy. Work just a little bit enough just to go party.
Just
right?
a party.
Yeah.
You go to Africa, these people will just work. They don't care about party. They just want to work. They just want to grind. And then you just go to Dubai where people just want to just pop off with the next big thing, you know, like kind of like so it's kind of, it just makes me realize that wherever you are will definitely determine how successful you become.
Bro.
saying
Spit the fucking facts, man. And
100%.
I like that because like in our situation, we always talk about telling like our people from our hometown, Toronto, like leave. We love Miami because it's such a flashy place. So like the perspective is different. You got to work harder, things like that. People don't believe it. People just go, no, you can work that hard over here or you can do that. It's like, no, dude, that's how I know you've never left.
Exactly.
That's how I know you've never traveled because like you said, there's different like energy. in different places that you go to, and the culture is very important, right? If the culture is work just enough to party,
You're gonna
it's all you're gonna do.
Subconsciously, you will end up doing that without even realizing.
Exactly. Okay, so based off of obviously traveling to all these places, and your current lifestyle and your goals and where you want to get to, like, do you ever see yourself leaving Miami?
Bro, no.
Quickest answer ever.
No,
Bro,
no.
no.
The thing is because, so I was thinking about South Africa, right? Maybe for like 2 months. South Africa is lit. If you guys could ever take a chance, bro, pull up. You
No,
guys
your
will
stories
not
looked
regret it.
crazy.
Yeah, it looked beautiful, bro.
It's like a mix of LA, but with a little bit of Miami and a little bit of Africa. It's just weird. It's such a unique place. You feel safe. The people are amazing. Everything is fantastic. But like here in Miami, the connections that I built here, the shit that I know here, it'll take me a really long time to do that somewhere else. I can do it, right? But the way how I feel here, I just feel very comfortable. Like, I don't know. I always say this all the time, but like I say it to like my friends, like where we are right now, like doing this, but like I know exactly where I am. Like I know what building is like to the behind me. I know what restaurants, because I've lived here. You get me? So like that home feeling, that comfortable, you can't. I don't think I could get that anywhere else.
But you're blessed to have grown up here. We say that to everybody. They're like, "Oh, you moved here. Congrats!" Like, dude, you're lucky because you were fucking born here.
Facts. 100%.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like the growth you can have. Yeah, I know it's important. And I dude, why leave Miami?
Oh, for what?
Not even we're gonna leave, bro.
No, don't ever leave.
Let's talk about fan funded.
Sure.
Right? Because we spoke about that a little bit last pod. You didn't
You're
launch
saying you're
it
just
yet.
launching it.
About to launch it. Obviously, successful launch it looked like.
Yeah.
Talk about the project, the brand, the business, and how people can get involved if they want.
Yeah, so fan funded is pretty much a new way of sports betting. So you no longer have to bet your own money to make money in sports betting, right? It's not a regular sports book that you put $20 to try and win $40. You try and put $20 and hit like a 15 leg parlay, take like a $2,000 payout, which will never fucking happen, right? That should just, you'll hit 14 and coincidentally one won't hit.
Always.
Just how it works, right? That shit doesn't work. So we pretty much took the same concept that we did in trading, which is funding traders that were good. We took that same concept, but now we fund sports bettors that are good. Some people are actually good. Some people actually know what they're doing. So we pretty much built a challenge in front of the regular sports book. And if you pass it, we'll give you money. True. That's literally it. And it's actually beautiful because it's available in every state all around the world.
Wow.
You're not depositing into a platform. You're just buying our challenge. Since you're buying our challenge, it's available to everybody everywhere.
And then if they pass the first challenge, you fund them.
Yeah. So it's a 2-step challenge. You have to make 30% without losing 15% in one day or 30% total. If you do that, you just do it again on the second step and then you're funded.
True. And then you're funded. Now so the funding comes in. Are they still betting through that platform?
Yeah, everything is in our own house platform. So it's super easy. Fucking interface is beautiful. Everything's perfect.
Yes.
So now looking at it compared to the trading funding, what kind of like differences do you see? Do you see more people getting funded from the sports betting?
Oh, dude, the sports betting is so much better because it's just the whole idea of sports betting is just funner. Right? Like when you think of trading, you just think of stress. You're like, fuck.
Staring at the computer, just stressed.
You got to think there. You got to like meditate before you trade. You got to read a book. You got to like, it's just a mission, right? It's very draining on yourself to build an edge over trading. Could be done, but it's very stressful. When you think of sports betting, right now we could turn on the TV. We could just watch a game and we place our bets. You win, I win, he loses. But it's fun. You get me? The environment is a lot better. And the excitement comes together, right? Like if I have a strategy with trading, like that's just my strategy. Your strategy is different. Everybody is kind of in their own lonely journey.
True.
But with sports betting, everybody can kind of do it together and it's a lot funner.
Facts.
So right now we're seeing, so it's slow season right now. Like there's no games, there's no football, there's no basketball.
Yeah, slow season. We're betting every day over here. What do you mean slow season?
like the big games.
I know what you mean.
You guys are betting,
NBA's off and NFL's off. Yeah.
You guys are betting on like tennis or something, right? But don't get me wrong, those are cool. But like the real big games right now aren't really on right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely seeing how there is a lot more profitable sports bettors than people can think. Because the way people want to make money in sports betting is by hitting a parlay, right? That shit never works.
I know.
But you can literally take the challenge and pass it by taking basic money lines. You can just bet. Okay.
One straight bet.
Yeah, one straight bet. And that's it. You don't and you pass a challenge, you can get, so for example, let's say our 10K challenge, right?
Okay.
Costs like $100, $130. If you pass a challenge, you literally get funded 10K for $130.
So you make 30 on that 100?
You make 30% on the 10K.
Okay.
That makes 3K from the 10K.
Yeah. So basically,
okay.
so the 10K challenge costs $130. You buy the challenge. You're gonna get 10K simulated.
Okay.
Which is pretty much the challenge you have to go through. All you have to do is make 30% on that 10K.
So you can literally pick like a heavy favorite, put the 10K on that straight.
That's it.
And you're funded.
Yeah, you go for the
Okay,
1.3.
I know what I'm gonna do after this podcast. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So do you know a number of how many traders have or bettors have been funded?
Yeah. So our pass rate right now is about like 35 to 40%.
Wow.
Yeah, so our pass rate is actually like really on the high.
Is that
end
better
right
than
now.
your trading?
Yeah, dude. Our pass rate in trading could be like 20, 25%.
Okay.
Because in trading, there's a lot of fundamentals that can go into play that could pretty much make you get a loss, right? You have slippage from these brokers that they could just take you out because just the market didn't have enough liquidity there. You have news could come in and just fucking just take you out. You have wrong stop loss plays. There's just so many different factors that go into that can just make you lose. In sports betting, it's either more or less.
Yeah,
true.
That's it.
Yeah, straightforward.
Like if something goes wrong, go talk to LeBron. You know, go talk to the NBA, go talk to the NFL.
100%.
But with trading, if something goes wrong, they always want to put the blame on the market, on the broker, on the tech. It's just never they want to put the blame on themselves.
Yeah,
True.
So with this, it's like we got nothing to do with it. If LeBron doesn't score more than 25 points, brother, that's your
LeBron's fault.
Yeah.
That is go DM him. You know, like, I got nothing to do with it. So that's like the beauty of the sports betting.
I think it's a bit easier too to sports bet. I mean, I don't trade,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't know, but I'm just assuming like based on like, you know, if you have common knowledge of sports or certain teams that are playing, like you can make a guess and hit.
Yeah,
You know, where I feel like trading, that's harder to do to get lucky on a trade.
100%.
Right?
And it's just so much bigger. The industry is, so for example, trading gets about like 6 to 7 million keyword searches a month, right?
Okay.
So many people are just searching up the word trading on YouTube. Could be Forex trading, crypto trading, stock trading, all different types of trading.
Okay.
Sports betting gets like 50 million.
Yeah.
So the niche is just a lot bigger. You know,
Everybody is sports trading.
Oh, dude,
sports
right.
betting. Everybody.
Oh, right now that's just taking off. Like,
Yeah.
literally, like FanFunded right now is literally the like number one in the world.
I saw that.
number one.
You also have no competition.
No, dude, we built a whole niche. Like we are the niche. So people come to us all the time because like we own the tech. So people want like white labels of our
Oh,
version.
true.
and shit.
I was gonna say, did anyone try and copy the concept?
They could try, but we're about a year ahead of everybody.
Okay.
So anybody that wants to try, like if somebody starts today or even the day that we launched, which is like, I think like 6 to 8 months ago,
Okay.
the day that we launched, we're still about a year ahead of them. It's just going to take them that long
Yeah, it
to
took
build.
time to build it.
Exactly. And then as soon as they build it, they're not going to know how to properly run it or have the infrastructure because we're already a year ahead on the actual operational side. So there's a year that has to take to actually build it and then a year to operate it to actually know how to make it profitable and make it to the point where everybody can do it smoothly and there be no risk for the business.
True.
So we're ahead 2 years of any competitors in the space that would want to come the same day that we launch. Even if you want.
And do you know the amount of like how big is the team that works behind that project?
We have a lot, bro. Like,
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, collectively, like in all projects that I'm in, I actually looked at it today. So again, so I just look at the number based off of Slack, right? So inside Slack, you can see how many employees are in there. We have like about like 300.
Wow.
Yeah, I have like 300 guys on everything, right? Wow. Like support takes the majority of it.
Of course.
Right?
Sure.
So
Customer service.
Rocket support is like 30 guys alone. FanFunded is, I don't even know. Like it's just a lot. Then you have moderators. Then you have the guys on risk. So there's risk for each business. Then you have the accounting. There's like 3 accountants per different business. Probably like 4 lawyers like across all of them.
Developers.
Yeah,
and shit.
then you have like thumbnail guys and you have editors. You have the people that post. There's just so many different guys that.
So do you have someone that's like doing operations for you?
I'm that guy.
You're doing operations.
I mean, I like doing it.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody that's going to be more passionate about it than me.
True.
For sure.
So very recently, I just added one new guy, and he's kind of like getting.
Is that Sebastian? That guy Sebastian?
Yeah, he's helping me out. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
true.
he's
Because
helping
I saw
me
you were working with him
Yeah,
too. I
yeah.
was going to ask you, what's the relationship there?
Yeah, he's helping me out a lot. Yeah,
cool.
He handles all of the creative designing of the marketing, pretty much for
all the
everything.
brands.
Yeah, for everything.
Nice.
So I kind of come up with like the idea, and then he just like executes on the idea.
Sick.
You need that. You need that partnership. We got a comment on your podcast, the first one. We actually got it yesterday. People are still rocking with that pod, by the way. It's
dope.
flying all day. Yeah. But your answer here could just silence a lot of haters that you're gonna have.
Okay,
right?
I'm ready. I love the haters, bro.
Right? So this is from David. He says, why would someone want a funded account? The fund is going to steal your strategy if you're successful and take your money if you fail.
Okay. So if you come to a fund and you provide your strategy and you make money with the strategy, the whole concept of the business is so we make money together, right? So yes, we're using your strategy to make money, but I'm giving you money to trade. Like like without me, you don't make money, and without you, I don't make money.
True. That's the trade-off.
Literally, that's the whole balance of the fucking business.
So you're saying it clearly that the point is to use your strategy so you guys both make money.
Brother, we're copying your whole strategy, but you're using all our money. So no shit, you know what I'm saying? So he's 100%.
Well, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you could have the best strategy in the world. You could know exactly which games are going to hit, or what trades are going to hit. Mm-hmm. But if you're putting that trade in or that bet in at $1,000 risk, you're only going to make $1,300, $300 profit. Exactly. When you guys are like, bro, we'll give you 10,000, 20, 50, 100, and instead of making 300 profit, let's make 30,000 profit.
Exactly. So
I had to ask that because it came in yesterday. I was like, oh, this is perfect timing. I got to ask Alex.
So David, brother, if you want money, you know it's
get your shit funded, bro. Come on, David.
Hit me up.
Right? Well, David's got to comment on this one now and say, okay, thank you for the clarity. No more hate on that.
Is there any more? I love these, bro. I love
No, we're going to keep it at that for now. But maybe we'll do a whole other episode one day
just haters,
where we just go through all the hate comments. That would be jokes.
Okay,
I like that.
I want to talk about a little bit about your YouTube game because when we had you on, I think you just hit 100K subs. You were showing us the plaque. I remember that.
Yeah.
And you're like, my plan is to keep growing this thing. I think you're close to like 360,000 subs.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
So what's been the sauce there? Like what have you been concentrating on that's working on the YouTube?
So first thing is consistency, right? The consistency is going to be key, but it's not about how hard you work. Like you actually have to be smart, right?
Yes.
You can be very consistent and do nothing, right? You could be in the same spot if you're not doing it correctly. So like I think when it comes to YouTube or just realistically anything in general, consistency is just a very small portion of it. It's almost like needed. That's like a very standard. I wouldn't say that that's a
it's a bonus.
Yeah, it's a bonus. No, that's just a foundation. You need the consistency, then you need the strategy. So pretty much our strategy in YouTube revolves around what people actually want to see and what people actually need to learn. It's not about what I want to make or what I want to talk about. Sure. If it were to be up to me, I would talk about some completely different shit. Yeah. Like I hate doing these videos sometimes because it's so basic. I almost feel like my IQ sometimes drops making these videos.
You have to dumb it down a bit.
Yeah. And dumbing it down really does take me a lot of time. So the way I look at it is like, okay, you know what? I actually have to do this for the people so then people can come and engage, then their level of knowledge goes up and then they watch a little bit more of the advanced videos. Yeah, but I do the advanced videos and nobody watches them because they just don't get it. True. They're not at that point yet. It's just too advanced for them. So basically what I do is I literally try and make things as dumbed down as possible. Like what is Forex?
True.
That shit will bring in so many people that want to understand it. And in that video, because I'll tell you right now, 80% of the video, you got to get people to click on it.
Yeah.
The thumbnail and title is literally 80% of the video. Yep. You're going to have the best video in the world, but if nobody clicks on it, you're not doing anything. Yeah, so then we've mastered how to actually get people to click on a video. And then my job is to literally just make sure they watch the whole thing. Which is the really, 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 really hard part for me because my team understands how to, so my team has no idea nothing about trading. So it's very easy to make a video because they want to know about a certain topic. Like, all right, bet. So since they know nothing about trading, that's what 90% of the people on YouTube are. They don't know anything about trading. True. So then I just get that idea, then I make a whole video around that.
You brought it to basics pretty much.
Yeah, dude. The basics is, I mean, that's why people go to YouTube. You know, people go to YouTube to go learn the basics, to get the free knowledge that they can get out there that's on the internet.
True. And you've been going live a lot.
Yeah.
That's been crazy. The views you've been getting on those are crazy.
Sunday swings,
yeah. I had 10,000 people on that last stream live. And
crazy.
We caught a trade, we made 120,000 on that trade.
In front of all of them, eh?
Yeah, that's just lit.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But again, that's another trust builder, the lives. Doing it in live time.
In there, we had a shit ton of Davids, right? And I was like, look, David, just give me a second. Just keep watching, bro.
That's gonna be the new line. Like when there's a hater, it's just that's a David. That's just another David.
Yeah,
you know.
I like
That's crazy though. That's crazy that you grew that much. You're gonna get that 1 million sub quick.
Soon. I think like if I stay on the path, I should hit the 1 million before the end of 2024.
Yeah, easily.
So you're making a lot of good money, right? That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You obviously have your own businesses.
Yeah.
But is there anything outside of the realm of trading and funding accounts that you've been getting into or you want to invest in or different kind of businesses that interest you?
Yeah, so funny you actually say that because I'm actually opening up like a brand new thing that I'm doing just for me, but maybe it could turn into a business. Like I'm not giving it too much time right now, but I think I could kill it if I were to actually do it just because I feel like I know marketing. And it's a cigar brand.
Cool.
I see you smoking those.
Yeah, it fits.
So basically the way I look at it is, and I actually got this from this entrepreneur named Jesse Eisler.
Okay.
You guys have seen
of
him.
course.
Oh, you guys know who he is?
Jesse Itzler, yeah.
That guy's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Right? So he did a reel one time and he basically said, when was the last time pickles were fun?
I've seen this reel.
Oh, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, go,
And I'm like,
spit it.
I don't fucking know when the last time pickles were fun. He's like, well, 75% of Americans eat pickles. There's only 5 pickle brands in the whole, US. Let's make pickles fun. It's a very easy niche. There's a high demand, but there's not good marketing. He just goes in, he fixes everything. Best pickle brand in the world, right?
Wow.
So I saw that reel and I'm like, there has to be something out there just like this.
Yeah.
And I just started going through reels. Everybody is trying to look dope smoking a cigar.
Facts.
But what happens? People go to a cigar shop, fucking see 1,000 cigars. You know what the fuck you're looking at.
Yeah, it's true.
You got to ask the guy, right? Like, yo, what do you recommend me? He's like, what do you want? Soft, strong, your experience, basic standard shit. And they all look the same. You can never tell the difference of one cigar from the other.
True.
Facts.
Like, all right, well, I don't know what % of Americans smoke cigars, right?
It's probably pretty good.
It's probably good, yeah.
But I know that a lot of young guys do smoke it. And because like this whole Andrew Tate thing, Iman guys, these smoking cigars, it's like this new wave of young cigar smokers coming into the space. Before it was a real OG kind of thing.
Yep.
Now it's turned into a younger kind of crowd. I'm like, well, I think I can make cigars new, fun, and where people would remember it. Because all these cigar brands, they just look the same. They look old school.
You don't even know.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
If I make a cigar, the box, the actual ribbon, you're gonna be able to tell the difference from every single cigar inside of the whole entire humidifier.
True.
So that's my next project that I'm doing right now. So
Tap into like a younger market that's been smoking cigars.
yeah.
Right?
Well, it's become trendy, like you said. The whole Andrew Tate, Iman, like it's just like these young, successful guys or people who want to get in those rooms are like, they're going to cigar lounges,
So I have an idea, right? With the cigars. So I actually I own land in Dominican Republic. Oh shit. Yeah. So like the cigars are gonna come out of I'm currently in the testing phase right now.
Okay.
I have like 50 at the house. I have to smoke one every day, bro. That's just brutal. Like my fucking throat. I smoke one every day just to see which one I like, which one I don't like. And with I give them to like my my uncles are OG Cubans. I just throw them at them and like, yo, let me know what you think. You know? So I've been actively doing this whole entire week that I just got back right now. That'll be launched like really soon. But I want to be more like a private exclusive thing at first. Kind of, I got the feel of it because it's a new niche. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
But my way of thinking about it is some people, right now we just had a drink to celebrate, right? Because, we're doing the pod again. So I have an idea where each cigar, there's going to be different types of cigars, right? So one cigar will be for a meeting, successful day, stressful day, celebration.
based off like a feeling or like a moment.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm selling a necessity. Like I'm selling you something that you need.
But also like a feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Like you need this to feel like you actually are doing something.
Yeah, like this closes up a successful day. This closes up a successful meeting.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So basically,
do you have a name?
Yo, part three.
Yeah, so I mean, I was gonna do like Set and Forget or some shit.
Okay.
But it's not like not it, It's like it doesn't fall within the culture of the.
Yes.
But I actually don't have a name, right? Like I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay.
But basically, the way I look at it is when people are gonna go into the humidifier now, they're gonna very easily be able to identify what cigar they want. First of all, the box is gonna pop off, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking pink.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be pink, but you're gonna be able to tell the box.
Yeah.
When you look at the box, it's gonna literally tell you what it is that you should be smoking. it's very easy for you to go and make a decision.
That's important.
It's
That's
all in the marketing, dude. It's really all in the marketing. Plus with your network, you know, like all the people you know. Hey guys, here's a free box of my cigars. Just be smoking these, whatever.
Yeah.
It'll go everywhere, you know.
So like at first, I'll probably have my first box within like 30 days.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get the whole box, look at it, make sure I like it, and I'm probably gonna make like 50 more.
Okay.
And I'm only going to give it to the boys, right? So
Sick.
guys like you guys, my friends, family. So it's just an exclusive thing. Cool. Then I'm just gonna do drops, right? Randomly one day, selling 100 boxes.
Oh, that's sick.
You get me? So then
That's sick.
I'm selling now a piece of like me. I mean, something like really close to me.
Yeah.
I got this shit figured out. You know,
And it's for your community too. Like that's the best way to do it. Keep
Exactly.
it exclusive until the point where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I could literally sell 5,000 boxes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then at that point, maybe it makes sense to go like wholesale to different spots.
If you do a cigar challenge, you call me. A funded cigar challenge. If you smoke 10 of these cigars a day, we fund you with the cigars for the rest of your life. We got some fun stuff we want to go over too.
For sure.
I saw the selfie you took with all your whips.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have a shit ton of cars, bro.
So $2.3 million worth of whips. Yeah. Right? Can you name the whips from your favorite to least favorite for our audience, please?
Okay. My favorite is my Rolls Royce Phantom. I have a black badge Rolls Royce Phantom with orange interior. Shit's sick. My second is going to be the Porsche GT3 992. Third is going to be the Ferrari Pista. Fourth is going to be the M3. So I have an M3 competition. It's like, you know, it's just a really fun car.
Yep, fast as fuck.
I wish I would have came in. I would be drifting the fuck out of this shit right now. So the fourth would be the M3 competition. I think fifth would be the Urus. I have a wide body Urus. Sixth would be, I think, the Cybertruck. Seventh would probably be the twin turbo Lambo that I have. You know, people would probably put that higher, but that car's honestly a piece of shit. You know, like it's a piece of shit. So twin turbo Huracan, I'm selling it actively right now because it's just it's not it. It just gives you problem like that. That cars are not meant to have that much power. Okay, you know, like it's just not it.
I'm built for it.
Yeah,
I was in the shop kind of vibe.
dude. I every single time I drive it, a new check engine light comes on. You know,
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, it's just not it. Eighth would probably be my Maybach Sprinter. It's definitely the vibe.
Big vibe.
Maybach is the shit. Ninth would be, I don't even know what car is ninth. I have to look at the picture. I don't know.
I can't even believe you're still going. Yeah, I'm over here. Are you still going?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I have. Dude, I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know. But yeah, I say those like the main ones that I
No,
remember.
why I want you to say that is because it's super inspiring, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I saw that picture. I'm like, yo, I might go take a selfie with my one whip right now, like, and just build off that, right? But like, to go off that, like, what even still motivates you?
Yeah,
like,
so-
cause like if I'm doing that, if I'm going out in my driveway and I see those 10 whips, I'm like, bruv, I'm good right now. Like, you know, like we're good.
It's the jet next.
Yeah, so yeah, I have a couple big toys come that I told you guys, right? Like I'm very strategic with the next car, right? So I never like hit the max. But yeah, I do have some, like, you know, it's fun. I'm not bored of them all just yet. Probably like in the next 2 months, then I'm going to then, you know, exchange some of them and then get into the next car. Yeah. But I still have plenty of cars. I have, you know, Bugatti, Pagani, Koenigsegg, all this stuff.
Bugatti's fucked, bro.
Yeah.
The Cybertruck though, like I've heard mixed reviews. What do you think about it?
I give the Cybertruck a solid 7.
Okay.
The problem is the battery life is ass, dude.
Okay.
You know, you have to charge it every day, and I don't have a charging station at my house, so just because I've been lazy, I haven't been able to put it on. So I have to like go take it to a Wawa. I leave it there, like, go back in like 2 hours. It's just a mission.
Yeah.
That, I'd say that's only the only con about the Cybertruck, honestly.
Okay. But is there a jet coming? I think you were talking about that.
Yeah. So the thing with the jet is, I was like this close of buying one, very cheap, like 700-800K, very, very cheap. It just needed like to repair the engines, which would pretty much give it more equity into it, because engines after a certain amount of hours, it loses its, you know, lifespan, right?
Yeah.
It just, engines can't go, I think, past over like 5,000 hours or something like that.
True.
So I go to, you know, pretty much in the process of that. And as I'm seeing the paperwork, I'm realizing, okay, yeah, the jet is, let's say 700K, say repairs are another 700K. The annual cost of the jet, just to have it parked, is like $800,000.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa. Well, obviously that's like with charters and stuff, but even with charters, I'm still net negative on the jet throughout the whole year.
Okay.
Chartering it out, people, you know, fucking it up and shit. And I realized that the whole jet thing is more of a tax thing than an actual usable thing. So the people that actually own jets, is so they write off whatever they want. So you could write off a lot with a jet because there's always some type of expense.
It's just
with it.
depreciating all the time.
It's a depreciating asset, man. And you could depreciate those expenses and then you still have a jet technically. And you can, you get a loan against a jet, use that for whatever. There's a lot
What
of
if you were to like buy your own hangar?
Yeah.
Can
so
you do that?
Yeah. So all hangars are owned by the actual city.
Oh.
Because then you have to like,
So you rent it off them.
Yeah. And even renting a hangar, that's just like ridiculous,
Yeah, I could imagine.
Like 200 grand to rent a hangar.
But I mean, once you have a jet, that's not 200 grand's not a problem, I guess.
Yeah. But then like the hangar is so big that you just put other jets in there and it pays for it.
Oh, then you're renting out other space.
Exactly.
But speaking of jets, I actually want to ask you something. You went on a flight, I think it was to Nicaragua.
Yeah, no, it was to Orlando. I know exactly.
It was to Orlando.
It was to Orlando.
Bro, I just see this story and you're just yakking.
Yeah, man.
What the fuck happened?
Yeah, so like, I'm bougie now, right? So, so I could only fly on a real jet. I can't fly on these fucking paper planes, bro.
Okay.
I can't do that prop shit.
Yeah.
So I tell my guy, I had to go to Orlando just to go see Steve because we were going to do a video with Steve for FanFunded. And I didn't want to drive. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to just take a jet. It's like 45 minutes, bro. It's right there. My guy tells me, he's like, yo, it's a prop plane. I'm like, yo, is it a private plane? I don't give a shit. Like, is it gonna get me there in 45 minutes? Because I had to come back same day.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, but it's a prop plane. I'm like, dude, it's a private jet, right? He's like, sure, yeah. I'm like, all right. Pull up to the hangar. It looks, it's a big size prop plane, fit 8 people, but it's a fucking these shits,
propellers,
right? The propellers.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit is so bad, man.
And it's loud too, right? Like
you can't even talk in there, bro. Like, and the thing is that it doesn't weigh anything, and we didn't have much luggage. It was just like 4 of us, so there was hella wind that day, supposedly, bro. That thing was literally like this, and I wasn't scared, right? I wasn't scared at all. I was just my stomach was just all over. I just had finished eating like 8 eggs because I was trying to bulk. They all came out, bro. That same fucking
I've seen
moment.
the video, bro.
Bro, it was the worst thing ever, man.
Never again?
Oh no, dude. My team came back in it. I came back driving.
Come on.
Yeah, I came back. Steve, brought me back in an Austin Martin, the fucking 3-hour drive. I just couldn't, bro. I would have not made it. I would have not survived. There was no way. Yeah, there's no way.
I have one more bring back from your stories that I
Sure.
was watching, right? Again, just to inspire our audience and let them know that even when you make it to a certain level, you can still be hungry for more.
Facts.
And not get comfortable.
100%, yeah.
You posted a story, a bunch of stuff of all your accomplishments. I'm going to read them.
Okay, yeah.
You have created an amazing network around the world. You have traveled all around the world. You moved into your dream home. You owned all the cars you ever wanted. You have created a successful business and more businesses to come. You gave away a Lambo at the age of 22. You have spoken in front of thousands. You bought a boat even though you don't know how to use it. You have broken your own trading records multiple times. You have done charity work and giving back around the world. You have also been to the best restaurants all around the world. And you made a shitload of money.
Yeah.
And you're still hungry for more. Is that what I'm understanding?
100%.
At that point, when you've done all that, what is exciting you still to do more?
I just feel like there's still so much more to see. I still feel I'm at level 1, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that there's more potential to what I can do. And that's just what keeps me going.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not there yet. I still feel like I'm starting the journey.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, because you got to just be around people that are way higher than you, and then you realize like, yo, I really am just getting started.
That's key though, what you said. Your circle, the people around you, right? If you are, you're around billionaires that are successful, but also giving back, doing the right things, being genuine, you sometimes you must be the most broke person in the room.
Yeah, dude, that happened to me in Dubai, man.
Right?
Yeah, bro, in Dubai, I go there and I feel like such a bitch.
And then you felt like you did shit, and then they're talking about what they've done or they want to do, and your mind's just like...
That's literally what just keeps me going. Knowing that there's people even younger than me at higher levels than me, and just like, dude, that's the only thing right there. I just showed you that there's more. Now, if I were to just be content and looked at, the people in my family's neighborhood and look at my family, dude, I'm a superstar.
Yeah.
But that's not the end of what it could be. There's still so much more out there. So I would say if anybody's ever reaching a point where they think they got it and they're at the max, bro, just go into a different room and trust me.
Go to Dubai.
You ain't shit, yeah.
There's always a bigger boat.
Yeah.
There's always a bigger boat.
And even on that, like, how are you making sure, because this is a question we get a lot, how to get in those rooms? How are you getting in those rooms?
Yeah, man. So that's what I am trying to just master now. I feel like I've done it well, right? I feel like I've done okay. But getting into these bigger rooms, bro, we gotta throw this shit away, man. This shit blowing the fuck up, man. Just take that shit. So the mission that I realized is getting into the rooms with these bigger people is not about how much money you have. It's not about how much toys you've bought in, it's not about that, right? It's about what value can you provide to these different types of successful people. Because I look at it from me, right? People want to work with me. They want to be part of my team all day. And it's like, why? Why should you be part of me? Like, what do you bring to the table? Obviously, now that, everything is built dope and we have a crazy, we're in a crazy fucking journey.
Yeah.
No shit anybody wants to get on it, right? It's not that hard of a decision.
Yep.
It's the same thing with these other bigger people. No shit. Like the guys that are getting bigger, they want to get to that next level. But what are you going to do for that person to put you in that path? Mm-hmm. So now I'm just perfecting how to actually have proper relationships and how to learn how to provide value to these other successful people. Because it doesn't matter how successful somebody is, there's always something that those people can
You can provide them, yeah.
And there's always a weakness point that they have. You have to learn how to communicate that weak point and just come with a solution, and that's it. You're pretty much
true. Because you've been in the rooms recently, like you said, Dana White, guys like that, right? Was the first time for you?
That was the Brad Rock. That was my first time,
right? So how was that for you too? Meeting someone like him.
I was just gambling, bro. I was just there with Steve.
Yeah,
and he just sat next to me.
Yeah,
like what the fuck? Like, wait,
what
the fuck is going on? That just shows that the room that you go in defines everything.
But then it's like, okay, even speaking to that, it's like your way, I guess, of providing value in that moment was like, as crazy as it sounds, telling them, I'm gonna rush the field.
Yeah,
I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like people are like, how is that value? Well, it's like, bro, it's that little bit of excitement, and it's also now you proving to them like, hey, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it.
Exactly.
So yeah, sure, they're not maybe putting a bet and making $100,000, but now it's like next time they see you, they're like, oh, Alex,
exactly,
you actually did what you said. You're a crazy motherfucker, and now that's just opened the door a little bit more.
Yeah, like there's nothing that I can provide to Dana White.
Entertainment.
There's nothing I can do. But what I could do is show him that I'm a real one.
Yeah.
Because so many people are trying to do something with him, and he's just these guys are playing defense all fucking day, right?
All day.
They're fucking playing
They're
defense.
like, I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me about your business idea, this, that.
Yeah, these guys are good.
Yeah.
So I come in and then I'm like, look, I don't want nothing from you, brother. I'm just letting you know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then that when the next day I got invited to UFC, Apex, private in the back, shit like that. You get me? Yeah. Now got into that room. Now I'm in there with Danny Duncan, Dr. Phil, fucking crazy shit.
Crazy, yeah, wild.
I couldn't take a video. No, you can't take videos back there.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil, bro.
I would have tripped out at Dr. Phil, bro.
Dude, that guy's he's really big, dude. He's super tall, super tall. So that was all because I somewhat provided value, and that is my word.
True.
Yeah.
But it showed a lot about your character, because they're thinking about it like, if this guy stuck to his word about streaking the field during Super Bowl, bro, that's like the highest level of keeping your word.
Yeah.
Anything else is a no-brainer. So they're probably looking at the character like, yeah, he's a G,
Yeah.
And I think at that point, guys or women, whoever's in that position, they want people that they just find similarities with. Exactly. They don't care about your cars or your money. They've seen it all already. They're like, I want straight up people around me.
Exactly.
So
like, I could go to Dana White right now and be like, I have FanFunded. We're a dope, big, successful business. Let us be a sponsor.
Yeah.
Like it just becomes a lot easier to become a sponsor now because of what my word has done and who I've become.
Of course, and knowing you too, and still massaging that relationship. You're probably like, let me see him 1 or 2 more times before we start breaking bread or talking business. You know?
Like that's something like we can sponsor the UFC now if we wanted to, but it's like. I don't think it'll convert, right? So that's just like a whole other topic.
That's on business talk.
Yeah, that's that should just probably won't even make us any money. But it'll be more of a validation thing, and then that'll probably get us in the room to something else. Yeah, everything is just fucking.
No, it's one thing that leads to another. It's all domino effect.
Is there any rooms or any people that you haven't connected with that you're dying to connect with, or people that you want to?
Yeah, man. So so one is Trump, right? So
man, come on.
I think we're all in that boat,
Yeah. So the other day, one of the guys on my team, and this was yesterday or the day before yesterday, he was literally like, "Yo, Trump is pulling up to the Row.
Yeah.
I got you tickets." I go, "How much were they?" He's like, "Oh no, they were free." I'm like, no, dude, I'm not gonna fucking stand there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in the back. Like I'm not like, can I get VIP tickets? Like I just need a picture.
Need the picture
Yeah,
first.
like I have a picture and I have a quote, but I don't want nobody to copy me. But like I have a picture to take with Trump and I have a perfect quote.
Yeah.
Okay.
And fuck it, I'll say it, right? The quote's gonna be "Make trading great again."
There we go.
So that's like a room that I want to get in just for validation, right? Of
course.
There's nothing that I could provide that guy. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
him,
just-
good luck.
that's pretty much done for. There'd be, I guess, there's more of like the behind the scene guys that I want to meet. I don't really want to meet anybody in the front line, right?
Okay.
So because a lot of these front end guys, they don't know what the fuck is going on. These guys have no idea how to actually do anything for a business.
Okay.
It's more of the back end guys that I actually want to be able to connect with.
Mm-hmm.
Like the back end guys of Nelk, those guys are ridiculously genius. The guys behind Happy, like those
John
are the
and Simon,
guys.
yeah.
John and
Yeah,
Simon, yeah.
John, the Shahidi guys, they follow me. They're cool guys, super smart. But that's like the stuff. Like those are the guys that I want to just sit down.
You can
and
make
talk
real
to.
moves with those kind of guys, like
Th-
real
Those,
business moves.
those are the guys that make the moves.
Yeah, they make the
Mm-hmm.
moves. Yeah.
Like,
Okay, we had you back 2 times already. We're gonna do a 3rd time.
okay.
But we're gonna get you to manifest something on the show. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for next time. We're gonna clip it and say this is what you said, and I have a good feeling it's gonna come to life. You know, but look at the camera and manifest something that you want to come to life in the next few years.
So the next time I get on the pod, I'm going to complete the 100 to the mill. So I'm gonna turn $100 into $1 million, and I'll have a Bugatti or a jet. Yeah, I'll have a Bugatti or a jet.
Both.
Yeah, both would be crazy.
I love that, bro.
I see it happening.
I
Well,
see
listen,
it. Come
bro.
on, bro.
Yeah.
Last time on the pod, you had a certain answer, but maybe it's different. Maybe it's not. Obviously, we're the MBH podcast. Money buys happiness.
I think it changed, baby.
So I want to know, Alex, if you believe money buys happiness.
I don't really remember exactly what I said last time, but I definitely think just money makes everything a lot better. So, you know, flying first class for sure would make me happier than flying in the back, right? So, like, you know, that definitely made me happy. I'm still at the point where I can continue to buy that next happy point. Not that it's like literally makes me happy, but the comfortability and how it makes me feel in that moment is what creates the happiness. Just like the normal life that I live right now of like being super successful is because of money, and that makes me happy. Yeah. So it's not that it actually like makes me like directly happy, but the status that I have is because of money. That makes me comfortable, which is pretty much happiness at the end of the day. I hope that answers the question.
No, you
No,
got
it's
to.
facts.
If you want to know what he said the first time, go watch episode
Run it
1
back.
and then come back here.
Exactly.
Please.
Yeah, 100%.
Alex, bro.
Thank you
bro.
guys.
Got mad love
Appreciate
for you,
it,
bro.
man.
That was great. That was great.
You're
That
gonna
was
keep
great.
killing it. Keep helping others, bro. We're proud of you. Super inspiring to all the people around us.
Yeah, the next one we'll do the podcast with the Bugatti in the background.
Yeah.
We'll do it in the Bugatti, bro.
On the jet.
I don't know if we can even fit.
Yeah,
All right, bro.